has tried to escape any responsibility for instigating the January 6th attack on our Capitol.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you.
And if elected, Trump has promised to overturn laws that would keep him accountable and exact retribution on anyone he considers an enemy. Even warning of a bloodbath if he doesn't get his way.
Well. The DNC talked a big game, yet failed to deliver. And look at where we are now. On that topic,
the officers
and
there,
that was by their superior's choice. They chose not to bring them there. They go out an officer force at the time of 2,000 officers. Captain Mendoza, who's now inspector, really stupid, she shouldn't have been promoted, admitted that only 360 people she called in for that day, despite all the warnings that they said, oh, something terrible is gonna happen. And on top of that, all the counties which they regularly bring in for big protests, Prince George's, which I think we're right here, Virginia State Troopers, told them, no, you wait out there. And as we know, they denied the National Guard.
That was actually a miss, because that was hearsay. And there's also tons of other footage of everyone else, Congress people desperately trying to call in reinforcements.
This is such a complicated day, but you know what's very interesting, and I think it's worth digging into more. William Pope's prosecutors admitted, and as early as 2023, on court docket, that at least those two plainclothes officers were right up at the front, telling people to go past the barricades, go up the stairs.
Of all the things that never happened, that never happened the most. At the end of the day, you were there. I was there.
Had the best day of my life.
That was the best day.
It just felt like you're living in a modern day Boston Tea Party, but it was so much more or less damaging.
to be clear, this guy says he was at January 6th, and like we have learned from previous videos, he's wearing an ICE uniform as a costume. Nothing this man says should be taken seriously.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Some hear his words as a call to action.
You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
Invade the Capitol building.
Do the right thing.
Take the Capitol. Take it.
Yet the line we always hear is, what? Nothing happened, claims the pro-insurrectionist crowd. It was a beach day, they utter in pure nonsensical fashion.
The most recently released January 6th, I got out on Valentine's Day. I spent an additional 26 days after receiving my pardon being transferred to 7 different federal facilities all over the country for a nonviolent misdemeanor traffic infraction.
Well, the J6ers, they're getting arrested for child porn.
No, what's a lot? What's a lot? There's been,
okay,
I know
more than one. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. I mean, there's 1,600 J6ers. They're
bound to be some child porn in there.
Well, I mean, J6. The defendants represent a large swath.
Should Trump pardon them for the other things?
I think child pornographers and child sex offenders should be put to death immediately. I don't believe that a pardon for something so heinous, so violent and disgusting is warranting of a pardon that's a reflection of the injustices that we endured.
I was actually at January 6th.
Yeah.
I was on Capitol Hill on January 6th. So I saw everything. So I get really upset when people are like, oh, it was peaceful and nonviolent and everything.
So you would say what would you say? It was violent? It was a violent day?
I watched it. I was there.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
I saw doors get ripped off.
Exactly. And as Walter Masterson states, he was there. He saw it firsthand. To be gaslit straight to your face and keep your composure is something to behold.
January 6th attack was not the Republicans nor Trump. It was the Democrats were behind it all. They're the ones that caused it all.
Do you really believe that?
I know it. And there is no way that a Republican would act that way. And there is no way that Trump had anything to do with what happened on January 6th.
But what about all the Trump supporters that have been charged and indicted?
Because it's all Democratic judges and people that were on the take from the Democrats.
Case in point.
When people were like, it was peaceful and it was all Antifa.
No, it certainly wasn't all Antifa. It definitely wasn't. I mean,
you've all gotten your pardons. You can be honest now.
Yeah, no, I've got no incentive to do anything other than to tell the truth. And the truth is, the protest was overwhelmingly peaceful until, whether we want to call them the FBI assets, the confidential
there's no proof of the FBI being there.
No. So an FBI confidential human source is paid by the FBI to be there. Not all 16, but at least 3 of them were. And that's enough. My statement regarding that, we can talk about that all day. Overwhelmingly, it was a peaceful event. There was a protest that got out of hand, and the protest got out of hand because what I witnessed was the Metro PD and the Capitol Police using wanton aggression against overwhelmingly nonviolent protesters like myself.
So I was there. I can see like
They could have kept it calm.
It wasn't.
If
It wasn't
Nancy Pelosi
calm.
would have done her job and secured the Capitol. Is that
Nancy Pelosi is not in charge of the Capitol. Donald Trump is in charge of Capitol Hill.
Did he or did he not?
It's
request
not
additional federal troops.
Hours later.
No, well, actually,
later.
The night before, I got a notification from CNN that said D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said no additional federal troops are needed.
Yeah, all of that's been debunked.
Bingo. It has. But these people don't care about the truth. Matter of fact, all they care about is Trumpism.
We're burning the American flag. I want to get a law passed. Everyone tells me, oh, sir, it's very hard. You burn an American flag, you go to jail for 1 year. These people should be put in jail the way they talk about our judges and our justices.
ABC took a big hit last night. I mean, to be honest, they're a news organization. They have to be licensed to do it. They ought to take away their license for the way they did that.
You're not teaching woke. Not teaching woke is a very big factor. We will root out the communists, Marxists, fascists, and the radical left thugs that live like vermin within the confines of our country. I am mobilizing all available federal resources.
The National Guard and officers dressed in riot gear fired tear gas, rubber bullets, and flashbangs to disperse peaceful protesters.
You have to stand proudly for the national anthem. Well, you shouldn't be playing. You shouldn't be there. Maybe you shouldn't be in the country. They say, sir, that's unconstitutional. We'll make it constitutional.
This is the free speech party? Are we sure about that? Well, let's see how Walter Masterson's free speech plays out at CPAC.
Is there a problem, sir?
Can you see your credentials real quick?
These are real.
These are off for me.
These are real credentials. I came here.
Is this your person over here?
What? I'm not with them. Excuse me. I'm not with them. I'm not with this person.
Your credentials too, please. From my understanding, CPAC has asked you guys to leave, so we're going to need to walk out. Do you have your IDs with you?
Why is CPAC asking me to leave? I'm here legally. I came here legally.
Okay.
Are we given a reason for being asked?
No, but I can give you an email address that you can email and ask them all those questions.
Yeah, I thought we like freedom of speech, freedom of press, First Amendment.
I applied for a press pass just like everyone else. And now I'm having my press credentials stripped. Yeah, this is the Republican Party. This is the free speech First Amendment Party.
Good.
I'm being kicked out, so I've really just asked people a few hard questions, and then now I'm being tossed. Oh well, pretty funny actually.
Are you going back into the hotel, or are you guys just going to leave?
I'm not saying.
I'm gonna stay outside and get some interviews.
Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna go right to where the boundary is, and I'm gonna get interviews and stuff, and get content.
Do you have are you driving a vehicle here?
No.
You drove a vehicle here?
No.
All right. So if you didn't drive, you can actually leave out this exit right here.
Why are we being kicked out?
That's a good question.
I'm sure you don't know.
So
do you know why we're being kicked out?
out?
I don't. We need to keep walking though. Are you guys going? You want to go out through the lobby?
Same to me. We can go that way. Let's go that way. No, let's go out that way. Oh no, I have to leave. This is. No, I want to exit that way. I don't want to go out that way. I can't exit out that way.
Because now I'm like real frustrated and irritated. All right? You can leave out this way. Okay?
Oh man, why are you getting kicked out?
It's the free speech convention's kicking me out. You know.
No. What do you think about Matt Schlapp?
What?
What do you think about Matt Schlapp?
Matt Schlapp?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy who sexually harassed and sexually assaults people? That guy. Yeah. Hilarious.
Why'd you come here? Why'd you come here?
What?
Why'd you come here?
It's content. You know, comedy. Did I get what I wanted? That's a great question. I came here to make comedy, and I didn't make the comedy that I wanted to make. I didn't make as much comedy as I wanted to make. But thank you for your concern.
Walter could have hit this guy with a ton of clapbacks. If you'd like to see more of those clapbacks, Google Elijah Schaffer fired from the Blaze and you'll see exactly what I mean. Shout out to Walter for the fantastic coverage. For more, head over to youtube.com/@WalterMasterson for his must-watch videos, his Instagram under the same handle, and his Patreon at the URL patreon.com/WalterMasterson. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.